the artist of Sister Claire. And I'm joined tonight by
the one, the only, the incredible, the indelible Ash Barnes. I write the missing moments, and I help Eleanor write the comic. Welcome back.
Welcome back. This is part 2 of the October wallpaper. Oh no! I started to just draw blue all over. I have to. The thing about Grimm is that Grimm is all black, so I have to make the outline for Grimm a different color so it doesn't just blend in with the black. It kind of gives Grimm this sort of bioluminescent look too, which I like.
Mm-hmm. Aw, Seppi, you sound like you're having such a great time at New York Comic Con.
Oh, I wish I was there.
I wish I was there to go say hi to Issa and Megan. I'm jealous that you got to go say hi to them. Aw, look, Reptile said, I'm planning to send you guys something by the end of the month, and I just need to get the right idea for the drawing.
I'm really excited. I love getting mail. We got some really nice mail today.
Yes, we did.
From someone who wishes to remain anonymous, I think, but I want to make a post about it later without revealing who it is. They gave us a really nice set of Steven Universe books, like 2 comics and another copy of the postcards, which is great because I wanted to send more of those.
Cephalopod Queen said that she got to see the Sugar Woman.
Oh man, that's so exciting.
Natalie and Judith got to meet her today too, because
Really?
they went to that signing of the Answer book in New York. That's the thing about living in New York. There's so many cool things that happen there.
My heart is cracking in half. I want to meet the Sugar Woman.
That would be really cool. I get really nervous when I meet famous people in person, though.
I get really nervous when it's someone like Janelle Monáe, who is like aeons cooler than me and exudes this like aura of a queen from outer space. And I don't want to say that Rebecca Sugar is not cool, but she feels a little more on my level, like someone I could relate to. I feel like I would be very excited but not terrified to talk to her.
Oh, that's really nice, Zach. Zach said, Yamino, you live with a sugar woman. Ash is so sweet.
She is so sweet.
Oh. I'm like tearing up a little bit. Someone thinks I'm sweet.
You are sweet. You're a sugar pie.
Joe said, gay. Well, I should hope so.
On YouTube recently, someone left a comment that was like, are you guys sisters? And I didn't reply, but I was thinking, we're close.
There was someone at the con we went to last weekend, Awa,
who asked that too.
She looked at my face, and then she looked at Elena, and then she looked back at me and said, are you 2 sisters? And I went, no.
I was like, we're married. Ah. And then she ran away.
Yeah, that high-pitched laughter. I don't really understand how someone can look at me and then look at you and think that we had parents to gift us such dissimilar bone structure.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you don't look a lot like your brother, but he is a half brother.
Yeah, let's be real. I look nothing like my brother.
You look way more like him than you look like me.
Well, that's true.
Mm.
Do I really look like him at all?
Yeah. You have a little bit, like, in the eyes and stuff. But, like, I don't think that you and me have almost any features in common other than we wear glasses. We have dark hair. We have dark eyes. But, like, we're wildly different sizes and heights, and my hands are very long and like a basketball player, and yours are very cute and childlike. And
my hands are not childlike.
Tell that to all the people who thought I was babysitting when I posted a picture of us holding our hands. I was really upset by that. They thought I was holding a child's hands, and I was like, that is my, at the time, girlfriend. Ash, don't be sad. Your hands are really precious, and I love them.
Yeah.
And your feet are even cuter. You know how I draw feet in Sister Claire? Ash's feet actually look like that. They're very, very cute. It's a good thing.
Cephalopod Queen said, mine too.
No.
No ankles live. Yeah, I don't really have ankles and I don't really have a neck. That is like the one thing about myself that I really, really wish I could change, if only so in profile.
Ash, if you changed it, then you can do this.
Yes, yeah.
Which nobody can see what I'm doing, but...
We should wait for Laura to get back, and then we should turn on the video so I can do that for everybody. I like that Grimm's mouth is just blue for no real reason besides blue.
Grimm's mouth is blue because it's always been that way. I just thought that it made Grimm look extra otherworldly, and I've echoed that with the shards in the Shattered City. They also have those Attack on the Block boy mouths.
I've never actually seen Attack the Block.
I want to see it.
Me too.
I've never seen it either.
It's not available on Netflix. I mean, I'm sure we could find it if we looked online. Wouldn't be that hard. Oh, Westy from the East, that's you! They said, question for the two of you. How are your Jasper and Garnet pop gifts doing?
They're doing really great.
They have a place of honor on the shelf in our living room.
I love them.
When Blaze is gone now, but when she came to visit when was it? May? Late May? We showed them to her, and we were so proud of them. We're like, look at what someone gave us at a convention. Isn't this great? They're so cute. We really like those. I really need to start wearing my hearing aid again.
Can't hear?
Nope. That just reminded me. Someone called my office today, and they had this like really sexy operator voice. They were like, "Hi,
was me.
Yeah, please speak to Ash Bones. And I was like, ah, that's me, like really awkwardly. And she snorted and was like, oh, hi, Ash. This is blah, 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 blah. But I'm not used to that happening to me.
Yeah, you are. Every time I call you on the phone.
No, when you call me on the phone, your immediate voice is like, hi, Ash, I'm here. Come outside. Get out of your office. We've been waiting in traffic.
I'm parked illegally.
What has happened to my mind? Será mieux.
Será mieux.
Skinny kawatte. Oshake.
熱い気持ちのセラビタタタタタタタタタタ That's such a cute song.
Mm-hmm. That's not still my ringtone, is it?
On my phone? No. When I got a new phone, I changed it. Everybody's theme songs to anime themes, and yours is the Ranma theme.
Oh.
I know you know all the words. I don't know any of the words. That's your theme. David's is Evangelion. Sarah's is Utena. You guys are the only 3 people who ever call me, so.
Yeah, whenever David calls you, we just hear Zangoku na tenshi no yoni.
I don't know the I'm ashamed that I don't even know all the words to the Sailor Moon theme, and I really should.
Really?
I know how it sounds, but I never really learned what the lyrics mean, and it's really hard to memorize a song if you don't know the meaning of the lyrics.
Not for me. I just mean I'm not saying that like I'm so much better than you. It's just that I had to learn based on how things sounded, not what they meant, for a really long time. Because I didn't know what things meant. Yeah. Proxy says that the Mercury Cat has white paws in the Sailor Moon pic.
Oh yeah,
They all do, don't they?
Yeah, they all do. I always want to color them, and I always forget that it's to be like their boots. I just worry that it's going to look like I just forgot to color them.
No, I've got that song in my head.
here are the kind of... What the hell is this tiny thumbnail? Ooh, look at these gourds. Gourds. I love gourds.
Me too.
Hey, let's go to the farmer's market.
The farmer's market doesn't usually have a ton.
Yeah, they do. Yes.
But I know some other places we can go.
Gourds.
Elena in a hiss.
Gourds. Look at all the gourds. Why is Google showing me these useless thumbnails?
You know what I really want? I want to watch Hocus Pocus.
That's what we were going to do in the bathtub, and we got sidetracked. We were planning to have a really nice jet bathtub and watch Hocus Pocus with a bath bomb.
For a minute, I had no idea what you were talking about. I was like, bathtub? What?
Yeah, we were.
No, sir. Or rather, no need. Seffi said, Ash, there were amazing Sanderson Sisters cosplayers yesterday. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I would have loved to have seen them.
Me too.
I'm going to mention Ryan again, because Hocus Pocus is like his favorite Halloween movie, and it's my favorite Halloween movie, and we really wanted to dress up one year as the Sanderson sisters. He was, of course, going to be the Bette Midler one, and I was going to be the one that rides the vacuum. Kathy and
I
Jimmy.
could be the slutty one. I could be. We would be a complete trio.
At the time, I didn't know you. And yeah, you could be the Sarah Jessica Parker one, fine. But we ended up not being able.
Little children, I'll take you away. Sorry, continue.
We ended up not being able to do it because we couldn't find the third person.
Points at self aggressively.
Hi, Calandra.
Hello. We were just talking about how somebody sent us a really nice gift.
I wonder who that could have been.
Probably not someone who's here, but it was a really lovely gift of comics of our favorite cartoon, and we were very excited and we screamed a lot.
In a post office. That has great acoustics. We really, really liked the gifts. Thank you so much.
Thank you. But that's really your favorite Halloween movie, even more than Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't actually like Nightmare Before Christmas.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Get out. Get out. Get out of my live stream. I could understand why people now wouldn't like it just because it's been really overhyped and over hot topicked. But for me, it will always be a classic and one that really resonated with me as a Halloween girl.
I'm just not, I don't know. I really like the visuals and I like the songs, but the story didn't really grip me, even as a kid.
I think for me, it's really more about the aesthetic. And I think that's why it's so popular with Hot Topic kids. But it was also the fact that it was one of the first big budget, famous claymation, or not claymation, stop motion movies.
Mm-hmm.
And so the way that it was animated was really new and strange for me as a kid. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and it was all about Halloween, which was my birthday. And it was also not saccharine. It was really kind of creepy and weird.
Westy from the East said, question for everyone. What voice have you heard in cartoons or anime that gives you goosebumps every time you hear it? Do you have one, Eleanor?
In what? Specifically animation?
Yeah.
What's her name? Eleanor Audley. She's the voice of Maleficent.
Mm.
She also voiced the wicked stepmother in Cinderella and the voice of Madame something, the lady whose head is in the crystal ball in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. And her voice has always been like really powerful and creepy, and I don't know. I love her voice, and I wish that she had voiced more things.
Mm. Like, I don't know if it gives me goosebumps or anything, but there was, in anime at least, there was always one voice actress I could always recognize, and her name was Inoue Kikuko. She was the voice actress for Belldandy in Megami-sama. I really, really liked her voice because she sounded like kindness. And I'll never forget, I watched, what?
I'm just laughing because there's two kinds of people. There's people who like the devil woman incarnate, and then there's Ash who likes kindness.
I wasn't done yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'll never forget, after I had watched Megami-sama, I was watching, I believe it's Sailor Stars, the last season of Sailor Moon. I was watching it in Japanese, and, well, it was only ever in Japanese. I think they might have recently released it in English, finally, an English dub, but at the time, there was only the Japanese version. And I was watching it, and one of the, I can't remember what they're called, but they're some of the villains in the very last season. I think they're called Sailor Animamates or something like that. I can't remember.
Don't ask me. I never actually watched it.
But she was Sailor Aluminum Seiden.
Oh.
And she was partners with Red Crow. And I really liked her. She was portrayed as this ditzy kind of person, but the very first time, ditzy but kind, and not really cut out to be doing, like, evil work. And you find out eventually that she wasn't supposed to be doing it anyway. She was a planetary protector. But the very first time she spoke, I was like, oh, that's Belldandy! And I recognize that lady's voice no matter what she's in. I think, though, the most iconic voice that I've ever heard that has really stuck with me over the years is Pat Carroll in The Little Mermaid, the voice of Ursula.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say her, too. I haven't ever heard her in anything else. Has she been in anything else? It's a shame if she hasn't.
I don't think so, but she has that really raspy laughter and everything, and her voice has such personality.
It sounds really powerful.
Yeah, it does.
And it sounds wicked.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I liked about Eleanor Audley as Maleficent is that she sounded really elegant, but also terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that she has Maleficent laugh, it's almost like a scream. it's like this croaky scream, like, ah, and it's really scary as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
When English isn't your first language and you're watching it.
Well, imagine having, recently had an operation that lets you hear a little bit, and one of the first movies that your mom puts in for you to watch is Sleeping Beauty, and you hear, Aurora.
I know, that scared me so bad too as a kid. I had to leave the room for that part.
Or, Rose, Rose, where are you? Where are you?
Me at the dog park.
Yeah. Oh, these people are talking about Frollo. The world is cruel.
The world is wicked. It's I alone who you can trust in this whole city. I am your only friend. I think we actually started that lower than it is in the movie.
Probably we did.
I who keep you, feed you, teach you, trust you. I who look upon you without fear. How can I protect you, boy, unless you always stay in here, away in here? Remember what I taught you, Quasimodo. You are deformed, I am deformed,
And you are ugly.
and I am ugly.
And these are crimes for which the world shows little pity.
You do not comprehend. You are my one defender. Let's not. We did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we sang that one.
Mm-hmm.
I like that song because, especially the Quasimodo part, is one of the only Disney songs that's almost entirely in my range.
Mm.
I can generally sing really well songs that are made for men with high voices. That seems to be my area. Zach wants us to do Bells of Notre Dame. That's a little too high for me.
Morning in Paris, the city awakes to the bells of Notre Dame. The fisherman fishes, the baker man bakes to the bells of Notre Dame. To the big bells as loud as the thunder,
To the little bells soft as a psalm.
And some say the soul of the city's
the toll of the bells. The bells of Notre Dame. I like that we both went to sing that part. Latin here. Insert Latin here. My favorite is when I'm singing Hellfire, and I sing both Frollo's part and the Mea culpa, mea culpa. It's just a gypsy girl, the witch who set this flame. It's not my fault. I'm not to flame.
God.
Me in the car singing by myself 12 different parts. It's great. God, this is being recorded.
Oh, Lord.
I'm glad that we're not famous enough that people like clip these things and put them like in YouTube compilations or like on Tumblr or something.
I really like those lyrics, and that song, "The Bells of Notre Dame," has a really interesting musical phenomenon that not many songs do. It's called a hallelujah note at the end. Music theory time, everyone. But it's called a hallelujah note, and most songs don't end on it because it's considered a little too powerful. It's not really considered an ending so much as a triumph. And most songs prefer to end on a different kind of cadence to leave the listener feeling relieved and to give them a sense of closure.
I I really love the music from The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Mm-hmm.
So many nights out there, I've watched a happy pair of lovers walking through the night. They had a kind of glow. I started too low, damn it. It almost looked like heaven's light.
I knew. Oh my God, Elena.
I forget the words. I get really nervous like when I'm singing and I know other people are listening and all the words and lyrics go out of my head, and I know that you always judge me when I get it wrong, so it makes me extra nervous.
I knew I'd never know
that warm and loving glow, though I might wish with all my might. No face as hideous as my face was ever meant for heaven's light. I don't remember the rest.
But suddenly an angel
has smiled at me and kissed my cheek without a trace of fright. I dare to dream that she might even care for me, and as I ring these bells tonight, my cold dark tower seems so bright. I swear it must be heaven's light. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
Colleen Connie said, okay, you can write, draw, paint, and sing. What about dancing?
Oh, I suck at that. I think I could be a good dancer if I had ever had any training in it, but as it is, my only training is dancing in the mirror by myself, and I get really nervous when other people are watching. I'm told the few times that I've been to a club and tried to dance, my best friend told me that I looked like I was about to break into breakdancing and never did. I think I was doing like DDR moves, like with my feet and just like punching the air or something. I'm not good at ballroom dancing. I know that because I took a course in it, and I was supposed to open the Austrian military ball with some Austrian soldiers, and I eventually quit because it was stressing me out too much, and I didn't think I was very good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And they made fun of me in German because they thought I couldn't understand them, so that sucked.
Mm-hmm. I can't dance make it up as you go dancing. I have no rhythm. I know. But I am trained in formal dancing. And I can tap.
Which you've never done for me.
I don't have the shoes.
I don't care. Do it. Do it anyway.
Now. I took over 13 years of tap.
That's a lot of tap.
Uh-huh.
Why don't you teach me how to do it?
I don't really like it.
I like it.
Mm-hmm.
You took 13 years of something you didn't like?
Yes. That was the only way I could keep doing karate. Those are my mom's terms.
I'm just imagining you as this cherub-faced child like Shirley Temple, tap dancing up to someone and then going whoosh, whoosh. Still tapping whoosh.
Oh, I missed this earlier. Arwen Trow said, I'm playing Plague Incorporated, and I unlocked Fungus, so I'm naming the Fungus Plague Moonwolf.
Nice. Strolling by the sand, Taste the morning out there like ordinary men who freely walk about there just one day, and then I swear I'll be content with my share. Won't resent, won't despair, old and bent, I won't care. I'll have spent one day out there, out there. Nice acoustics in here. Gotta milk it for all it's worth. I always stop drawing when I'm singing because I'm doing these like diva motions with my hands.
Oh, good night, Joe.
Good night. Good night. Thank you, thank you. I'm going on tour very soon. I was asking Ash on our way upstairs if she would have any interest in going to a karaoke bar next time we go to a big city like New York or DC. I think we should look one up. I think it'll be fun.
Cephalopod Queen said, I can like hear the diva motions when you sang that last bit. Girl, you should have seen them. She was over here voguing.
I was.
Are the Mars cat's eyes really that perfectly set?
Huh? No.
That's kind of creeping me out on that.
That's artistic license. What do you think about the green glow?
I like it.
So good.
Yeah. thinking his cat's head looks so big.
Well, keep in mind that Grim is a kitten.
I guess
so. So these are fully grown cats and a kitten. That's what I was trying to show. Got some Pocahontas shit going on over here. Colors of the Wind. Listen with your heart, you will understand. Let it rain upon you like a wave upon the sand. You will understand. That's another one where I always do the weird chorus in the background when I'm singing alone.
Zach said, would a big moon in the background be too much now that the wallpaper is almost finished?
I'm actually thinking of maybe removing this blue glow and making it glow elsewhere because I want the glowing of the pumpkins to be a main feature, and I'm worried that it's not really showing through. But let me see. Maybe these glowing effects here are also a bit much. Let me tweak them a bit.
Good night, gemologist. I hope you sleep well.
I hope so too. Good night.
Calandra said, I just realized the central pumpkin is shaped like Clementine's head. Mind blown. I think it was supposed to be Claire.
Well, they're kind of similar.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. I really do love Grimm's little goblin paws. Calandra said, those eyes need some eye drops.
Yeah.
Anime sweat drop face.
Pretty much. Ooh.
Paulina Castle said, when I want to create a glowing effect, I set pen blend mode to linear dodge and go over the glow parts.
Globe arts?
The glow parts. Do you want me to read that again?
Yeah.
When I want to create a glowing effect, I set pen blend mode to linear dodge and go over the glow parts.
Let me see. Yeah, that could work. I like using screen myself. I don't know why. I just prefer that setting usually. But I could try the pin light, see how that works.
Why do I have that dumb Grandmother Willow song stuck in my head?
You're welcome. Pin light is not really working how I want. Oh wait, no, it was linear dodge, they said. That works too. Yeah.
Aw, Kalandra has to go to bed too.
Good night.
Good night. Thank you so much for the gifts again, darling.
Yeah, we really love them. I don't know, this is a bit much.
See what you've done.
Matura, you will understand.
I was just trying to look up shoes on Amazon. I really want a pair of rainbow sneakers, and I got really excited about some that I had found, and then I realized that
They're for children.
They're for infants. So I don't think those are going to work. Oh, Rogripple is going to watch Kubo tonight.
Nice.
That's a good one. Hope you enjoy. Those wide-spaced eyes of the Mars cat are really freaking me out. Could you move one of them over a little bit?
No, I can't. There's like a million layers on here.
Oh. Damn it.
Sing something else.
I can't.
Look at this place. Look at your faces. We're shining like 1,000 shining stars. Isn't it nice to find yourself somewhere different? Whoa, why don't you let yourself just be wherever you are? They're shining like 1,000 shining stars. Isn't it nice to find yourself somewhere different? Whoa, why don't you let yourself just be wherever you are?
Oh, I haven't asked in a while. Does anyone have any questions for us? I think you're making the ground a little too busy. That's just me, though. Feel free to poll the chat.
No, I think you're right. What do you think? Still too busy?
I think it's okay.
It's better like this, maybe.
Zach says, Yamino and Ash, how proud are each of you of the other?
I'm really proud of Ash. I think that her writing is so incredible and really underrated for the quality that it is. I'm really proud of it because it not only brings me to tears almost every time I read it, even if it's not like a sad thing, I just like cry because it's so emotionally arresting. And I know that it does the same for a lot of our readers too, and I don't know anybody else whose writing does that on a regular basis. Even my mom, who is extremely hard to please, comments that she loves Ash's writing. And if you can impress my mom, then I am proud of you. But I'm also really proud of Ash because she's a really good person. And she's always looking for ways to make people's day and looking out for strangers if she thinks there's trouble. She's basically like a superhero.
Aww.
It's true.
I'm really proud of Eleanor because she works really, really hard on making this story as beautiful and blah and as accessible as possible for everyone. She's always thinking of things that she can put in there that people will like, and she's always trying really, really hard to be a person that's super dependable, and she works really hard, not just on her comic, but if y'all can see the work that she's done lately with our puppy, like, it's amazing to me that Rosie went from being a little ball of terror to mostly well behaved. um, hmm. But I'm really, really proud too of how hard she tries to help her brother and her family and me. And yeah.
We're
Anyway.
making these little squeaky sounds.
Anyway. Oh, Paulina Castle is asking, a while ago it was said that a relationship would be revealed in the comic soon that wouldn't normally work in real life. Shortly afterward, Gabby and Clementine were shown as a couple, but I'm having trouble seeing how that relationship is problematic. Were you talking about someone else, or am I missing something? That relationship that you're mentioning, the problematic one, uh, we sometimes refer to it as the WTF ship. That one isn't coming up for a while.
For a long while.
Yeah, it's pretty far in the future, but yeah, just hang tight for that one. It's not Gabby and Clementine. That relationship, I feel like, is one of the better ones in the comic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it has its fair share of flaws, but
I think I'm done with the picture.
Okay.
On that note, are there any final questions? Before we wrap things up.
Zach asks, are the characters in that ship already revealed? Yes. Westy from the East asks, live question, how do you put yourself out there dating-wise when you are already thinking the worst? I don't think either of us are really dating gurus. Elena, any advice?
I feel like this is probably not going to be something you want to hear, but all of the best relationships that I've come into in my life have been from not looking for them. It's from just going out there and doing things that I enjoy, and you will meet people who have a similar mind when you do those things. And in my experience, that's always been a lot better than actively looking for dating, but I also feel like I'm a person who has a lot of requirements for enjoying other people's company.
Mm-hmm.
And a big one is being able to talk to them about things that I like, and I guess I don't like enough conventional things to get along with the average person on a level where I would actually want to date them. But for a really long time, I thought that I was undateable and nobody would ever like me. And I think that everybody kind of goes through a phase like that, unless you're like really rich and like people are falling all over you for other reasons. But I would just say don't give up on it, because I was there, and now I'm happily married to somebody who I love very much, and I'm working on this really great story with, and I never could have foreseen myself here, even just a couple of years ago. I still can't believe just how much better things got, in ways that I really never could have foreseen ever in my wildest imagination.
Proxy is saying, I still think Rosalie is going to go Kylo Ren.
What an interesting thought. On that note, I have finished the wallpaper, and I will be posting it for patrons ASAP. Probably not tonight, because it will require some editing and we need to get home and walk Rosie and stuff. But very, very soon it will be up. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming. We had a really fun time warbling at you and alluding to weird events at the state fair and things we may elaborate on maybe tomorrow in the Not Safe for Work chat if you happen to come. If you are a $12 plus patron on Patreon, we would love to see you there. And we'll be sending out an email with the secret link to the secret Not Safe for Work live stream.
Yes.
But thank you so much for coming, and we really hope to see you tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, very soon for the next public live draw. Shall we sing good night?
Yes.
Good night. Good night.